Have you ever been surrounded by people and still felt completely invisible? Psychology suggests that one of the deepest emotional wounds a person can carry is the feeling of being unwanted. It's not always obvious. Most of the time, it doesn't show itself through tears or dramatic moments. Instead, it appears quietly through thoughts that linger in the background. Thoughts like, maybe they don't really want me here. Maybe I'm bothering them. Maybe it wouldn't matter if I wasn't around. Many people carry these feelings in silence. To everyone else, they seem perfectly fine. They smile, joke, and go about their daily routines. But beneath the surface, there's often one painful question they keep asking themselves. Do I truly matter to anyone? According to psychology, this feeling often develops from past experiences of rejection, exclusion, or emotional neglect. It may begin in childhood, where love, attention, or validation felt inconsistent. Perhaps they were overlooked compared to others, or made to feel like they were never quite enough. Even seemingly small moments, when repeated over time, can leave a lasting mark on the mind. Eventually, the brain begins to form a belief, I'm not really wanted. Once that belief takes root, it can change how a person interprets the world around them. For example, someone who feels unwanted may overthink everyday interactions. If a text message goes unanswered, their mind immediately starts creating explanations. Did I say something wrong? Are they upset with me? Maybe they're tired of me. Situations that are completely neutral can suddenly feel like personal rejection. Psychology also shows that people who feel unwanted often become extremely cautious around others. They avoid taking up too much space. They hesitate to ask for help. They try not to be a burden. Many even hide their true emotions because they fear that showing too much of themselves might push people away. As a result, they often become quiet observers. They listen more than they speak. They give more than they receive. They prioritize everyone else's comfort while neglecting their own. Ironically, these individuals are often among the most caring and loyal people you'll ever meet. Because they understand what loneliness feels like, they work hard to make sure nobody else experiences it. They remember small details, offer support when it's needed, and freely give kindness and attention to those around them. Yet deep inside, a fear still remains. What if one day they realize they don't need me anymore? Sometimes that fear causes them to pull away first. They may become emotionally distant, stop initiating conversations, or act like they don't care. But the reality is often the opposite. They care deeply. They're simply trying to protect themselves from the pain of feeling unwanted again. Psychology tells us that human beings are naturally wired for connection. Feeling accepted, valued, and included is one of our most fundamental emotional needs. That's why feeling unwanted can affect far more than emotions. It can influence self-esteem, confidence, relationships, and even the way someone sees their place in the world. But there's something important many people forget. Feeling unwanted doesn't necessarily mean that you are unwanted. Sometimes the mind holds on to old wounds and begins viewing new situations through the lens of past pain. In an attempt to protect you, your brain can create fears that don't always reflect reality. The truth is, there are people who appreciate you. There are people who enjoy being around you. There are people whose days are brighter simply because you're part of them. Sometimes, the challenge isn't that those people don't exist. It's that your mind hasn't fully learned to believe they do. If you've ever struggled with feeling unwanted, remember this. Your worth is not measured by how often people express their appreciation. Your value doesn't disappear when recognition is absent, and your presence matters more than you realize. You deserve relationships where you're welcomed, respected, and appreciated for who you are, not for what you can do for others. If this message resonated with you, know that you're far from alone. Countless people carry this same feeling quietly every day. Subscribe for more psychology videos exploring the hidden emotions, behaviors, and experiences that shape our lives.